Hello. Um, so here I am outside my house. Just going to show you real quick tour time. Right, so this is the house here. This column and this column are leaning in towards the middle because of the whole collapsing thing. Oh, on that note, I think I was a little bit dramatic yesterday. I don't think it's going to explode or fail catastrophically. A good friend of mine, shout out Stephen, he pointed out, it's very true, these houses are kind of held together by like a million nails, and so it'll just slowly kind of squat down over time, and it's been probably settling for at least 100 years. I mean, it was built in 1912, so it's probably been slowly sinking since then. But yeah, anyway, we don't want it to get any worse, so still want to get it done ASAP. So this is the house. We're over there. House. It's pretty cool. Do a quick tour on this side. So this brick here that's like dissolving, that's because up there the downpipe's missing, and so the water is just washing onto the bricks and just washing the bricks away. Bricks aren't very good at having water like kind of sprayed on them directly for, you know, sustained periods of time, which those bricks have been, and which is why they're kind of dissolving. But we'll fix that up. That's easy enough. See, it's quite tall. It's raining at the moment, just a little bit. So we come around the back. We've just come down the side, and this is our back door. It's a piece of lovely OSB, which is this kind of chipboard stuff. Shout out Joshy, nice record cases he made out of this stuff. And so here we are in the back door. Now, this is like a weird zone, weird area, kind of back area where the stairs go up to upstairs and also down into the basement. You can kind of see that down in the basement. I'm trying not to blind you too much. So we're going to go upstairs into the upstairs unit, which is what I plan on making my home eventually. So please walk with me up the stairs. Here we go. Careful, these stairs are pretty wonky. They'll be redone at some point in time. Oh, isn't that funny? I only just noticed that. Stevens, it's me. And there's this kind of weird, spooky storage zone. So I don't know if you can get an idea of like what it's like out here. It's just a bit of a no man's land. Something to keep the weather out. I think I can hear a pigeon. Nope, never mind. No pigeon. So then we walk in the back door. We just walked in this door, which is the back door to the kitchen, which is this. This is the lovely kitchen. Isn't it nice? So eventually it'll be a real kitchen. But the first thing is to jack up the house and sort out this like weird level problem before I do anything else, because these walls are going to crack, and yeah, things are already like falling apart. I mean, you've got ceiling plaster coming down, all of the paint is flaking because of the missing windows, just so much moisture's been getting in, and because of the wetting and drying, oh look how filthy I am, wetting and drying, the just paint hates it, and it just, yeah, cracks, flakes off the walls. And there's about 100 layers of paint here. I mean, it's a 100-year-old house. It's got a lot of paint. Some of it is like millimeters thick. It's crazy. So here, there used to be some windows. They were once lovely double glazed windows like those other ones that we saw yesterday. We'll see those again in a minute. So this is the kitchen. Just trying to figure out which order to go in. We'll save the best for last, won't we? Yeah. So we'll go to the bedrooms. Now this is the biggest bedroom. I'm not sure if the scale of this room comes across. It's not enormous. These old houses had like really pretty small rooms, and even the closets were tiny. And yeah, like tiny closet. Like, what are you keeping there? My lovely girlfriend Alex makes an excellent point, and I think it's very true, that just back in those days, people had less shit. Like, you didn't need a huge closet because you had 3 fine coats and, a handful of shirts and like dresses full of like fine silks and stuff for your undies and some pants, and that's about it. And then you kept your boots in the mudroom. The bedrooms didn't need to be very big. People didn't have like entertainment units and freaking jacuzzis in their bedrooms. I mean, not in these. This is a pretty humble house by kind of the period standards. So just not a lot of superfluity. Keep things moving. Bathroom. Window, half good, half bad. So what happens is scrappers come through. So this place has been ravaged by scrappers. When the previous inhabitant left, was this lady I hear who's quite a wealthy property investor, and I think she just let go of this house, according to Shirley across the road. She just left, couldn't be bothered with it anymore. Maybe it was because of the beam. Maybe other problems that I'm yet to discover. We'll see. But yeah, she just like up and left. Maybe she had a nicer place in a better suburb and just thought, man, fuck it, I don't need to be here anymore. See you later. And so shortly after she left, the scrappers came through. So scrappers, what they do, it's the other bedroom. Smaller than the other one. But still you could fit you'd fit a queen size bed, some side tables, and maybe like a really slim dresser at the end. Like, there's not much going on here. You're probably going to do the bed in the corner in this type of room. So yeah, we'll see in a minute. So much to say. We'll see in a minute. But anyway, what was I saying? Scrappers. They just come through and take anything made of metal. That includes all of the pipe work, all of the wiring, the furnace, the electrical boards, any plumbing that's not nailed down, or even they'll dig into the walls to rip pipe work and wiring out. It's not that much of it going on anymore because the scrap places don't give people money for that stuff anymore, I'm told. But yeah, just pretty much every abandoned house in Detroit has been hit by scrappers. It's just it's one of those things that emerges in a place like this where there's just so much vacant housing stock that's just left. There's so much poverty in people that need money any which way they can, and can't find work, so they'll make work and reclaim building materials from abandoned houses. Houses that were abandoned by fucking terrified white people that were all fled to the outer suburbs. So I don't begrudge them, So here we go to the rest of the house. Those were the 2 bedrooms. There's only 2 real bedrooms in this upper unit, which is crazy. There's 2 tiny bedrooms. This is what I was kind of excited to get onto before I finished my scrappers story. It's these tiny rooms. That one, big one, bathroom, smaller room. But then you've got this enormous space. So we go through from the kitchen. So we're back in the kitchen. And now we just come through into the dining room, which is it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Dining room. And then we go from the dining room. The kitchen was big too. These are all about the same size. Into the glorious living room. So you've got these 2 tiny bedrooms and there's just this vast living space in comparison. I really dig it. Like, I don't know. Fuck a big bedroom, It's just like, just going to fill it with shit anyway, aren't you? And then there's this little sitting room that we saw yesterday, a bit of a sneak peek. And so this is all like a lot tidier. It's getting there. Oh gosh, almost 10 minutes. Yeah. It's coming along. I'm really happy with the place. I mean, the price was right. A lot of work to do. It's going to be a real story to tell. And yeah, in years to come, quite exciting. Put a little up hard on the window. It's like good vibes for the neighbourhood. And this is the front porch. Currently crap. So there's two columns that I pointed out at the beginning. They hold up this. So the porch it's coming down. I'm gonna have to like knock it down and rebuild it. I'm gonna dismantle those brick columns at the front and hopefully reclaim the bricks. I bought a lovely cold chisel and a mason's hammer today, so I'm gonna put some hard yakka into like dismantling some brick columns. Should be a lot of fun. And then hopefully with those same bricks, I'll rebuild the columns nice and straight once the house has been jacked up and everything's stabilised. Because they're being pulled over at the moment by the sinking middle. So we want to prop up the middle, stop it sinking, and then rebuild all the wonky bits. Quick plan. I'll probably, this will feature in the future. Keep a lookout. But this opening here, I'm going to widen it, I think, just to get more continuity between this room and the next. And then that door through to the kitchen, I'm going to that wall's just going to be completely reconfigured, and I'm going to get rid of this door and I'm going to put an opening in this wall that matches exactly what I do here. So you have these two lovely portals through to the kitchen, which will be just really quite nice. And then this will just be like one big room with like a dining bit and I don't know, a sitting bed, a beanbag bed, entertainment system of some sort. I'm not going to have a TV. I don't think. Fuck TV. And then, yeah, that's the plan for that. And so, finishing up. Oh no, we're not even close to finishing up. Sorry. Okay, so this is the stair down to the front door. I couldn't bring you in this way because it's boarded up. So this is my front door, and it is a piece of plywood with some 2x4s and some like hardcore construction screws holding it all in. The neighbours here are pretty nice and sweet, but there's people around. They're just going to kick in anything that's kick-inable that looks unoccupied because, you know, you never know. There might be a hammer or a drill or something sitting around inside that they can get. And I don't blame them, so I'm just going to make it difficult for them to get in. I'm going to get some lights on timers, like some little battery-powered lights, just to have some random lights in here every now and then, just to kind of... It doesn't take much, apparently, to kind of discourage people. You've just got to be slightly harder than the next softest target. All right. So here, this is the pièce de résistance. We're about to wrap up, but before we do, I'm going to show you the attic. So here we go. This is the attic. We go up these stairs. They're quite steep, so just be careful. And does that come across? It's a vast space. It's really big. I'm going to do this so you can see up there, up into the roof. Got windows here. I'll have to show you on a sunnier day. Camera's not great, but the space is huge. Like, there we go. There's the neighbourhood. That's the Lee Plaza building, that one. Beautiful, beautiful luxury hotel. Been abandoned for a while. But that's part of my bet on this area is once that building gets renovated, this whole area is going to see like some pretty nice growth, I think. It's not bad at the moment, to be honest. Like, it's a quiet street. There's old people that live in the street who, I was talking to Shirley, mentioned her earlier, who said, yeah, it's a nice street. If there was any trouble, she would have left ages ago, but she's been here for over 50 years. So there's a lot of abandoned houses and empty lots, but yeah, it's pretty good. So yeah, this is the attic. It's really dark right now, I'm sorry. Doesn't really come across. Like an old reel-to-reel tape machine, old telly, new roof vents. These have been put in the last few years, which means the roof was done in the last few years, which is fantastic. Because, fuck, like, new roof, 15 grand. Yep, awful. But you can kind of see new roof sheeting, fall colours. Here's a nice little piece of curio. This here is a bullet hole. You see that? There's a little bullet hole there, which, funnily enough, came from the inside of the house. So nothing to fear. We're not getting shot at. It's just a previous inhabitant, maybe having a bit of a temper tantrum with his pistol. Here's another telly, lovely screen. So this whole upstairs attic area is going to be like my kind of penthouse master suite studio space. It's just going to be freaking awesome. So I'll have 2 spare rooms downstairs, questionable third, enormous living space downstairs, and my own like private quarters up here. So I'll put a bathroom up here, and really just the goal is to be able to go mad and never have to leave my house for like long periods of time, which is what winters here are like apparently. So anyway, going back down the stairs. This has been a really long video, I'm sorry. If you made it this far, you're a trooper, and I really appreciate it. A lot of kind words from yesterday's efforts, and so I'm going to keep doing these. Sorry. Nah, not sorry. Quite enjoying it. And yeah, that's it for now. I'll leave you with one last little view. Yeah, the noise is coming in, struggling in this light. But yeah, I love you guys, and I'll speak to you again soon. Bye.